No bouncers in this series, not at all. No bouncers. When it comes in from the southern and left arm round the sticks outside the off, that's gonna be well wide of the mark, but he went fishing on the dry land.
And bright, they want to complain for light, the empire and all. Only call it no ball. They try to change the team, they even change the scheme.
You can make this a little smaller when you get a chance. It seems as if going outside the off stump again, and 2 dots on the trot. The sun has gone left us. We're gonna give you matter of fact, I'm gonna see finally running this over. 2 balls to go. Umpires Vincent Brown and Charlie. Yeah, I was just doing that to just make sure we had something there. How it coming to? Okay. All right, you hear me loud and clear now, bro? Okay, that's what we need. You're live on air here, and we're at the Broward County Stadium. We have all of 3 matches today, so stick and stay. This is just one of 3 matches, in which MegaBlasters 3 versus Palm Beach Gladiators. So Palm Beach Gladiators is batting, and we're waiting some scores here to come up on the scoreboard so we can tell you what's happening. It's Sunday, and here in all of America, we would have turned back the hands of time. We turned back the clock this morning. So we had an extra hour. I wonder what people would have done with that extra hour. Well, at least no one should be late for church this morning because you had an extra hour to get to the synagogue to give God his praises. So we're at the halfway stage, 10, and they're taking a strategic timeout. We'll probably try to get some scores for you. So it's 10:01 in the city. Just gonna hear some outside noise coming in there. That's because it's a live event. It's not a replay of anything, so you're going to be hearing some shouts and some applause and all sort of things because cricket, lovely cricket, is in the air. So this is the South Florida Premier League. All 3 leagues will have come together under one umbrella, which is a good thing. So no more with one cricketer running from one game to the other because they're playing in different leagues. Now it's set in stone. I would think there's no turning back. I can't see somebody else going to come in now and start another league to disrupt what's happening right now. So the South Florida Premier Leagues President Roger Tracy and his Vice President, newly elected, Mr. Kapoor. So again, folks, it's going to be a lovely, lovely day here. As I would say in England, this is bright sun in England. But the sun is above the clouds. Clouds are covering the field here. It's shaded.
Yeah, you're ready, David.
Nice and cool here in South Florida.
Yeah, the camera too far to the left, it needs to be turned back. You need to move the camera back. Point to accent.
So we're going to be having live streaming. That's going to be coming your way shortly. Alright. Just in case if you're tuning in here and it's morning for you, it is morning for us as well. With the time turning back 1 hour, give us an extra hour to get through a few things that we would have been late on. No excuses to be late today because we have an extra hour. And be minded, folks, this match is going to go up on the lights. They're going to go into the night. And we're hoping for good weather throughout. Live.tv standing by to bring you the video of it. Now we're having some radio here as we speak. Tell Michael Holden, knock him down. All right. Oh. Testing one. The umpires getting ready to head back onto the field of play to continue the second half of the first inning. It's a 2020 encounter. The umpires getting ready to So we're having the radio coverage here at this time, and we're going to invite you to live.tv, onfield.tv. For the video viewing, one word, onfield.tv. Stand by for some scores. It's at the half mark, and if I had a runner, he'll run down and come and tell me the score here. Oh, I should have taken a phone number from somebody over there. So again, folks, we are broadcasting live cricket here from the South Florida Premier League. Today they're having the championship games, all three of them. This is the first of many, and they're having it on the big stage right at the Broward County Stadium. As a matter of fact, this is an ICC approved venue. So let's continue. Left arm over outside the off stump, banging this one into the offside. There's coverage there in the cover sweeper. They thought of two. They had to make good his ground as a good throw came in from the deep. So now they're changing the field here, bringing in the cover sweeper. They must have known this batter. He's not as well adept as the other batter. This time he's stroking this one to the offside, knocked it down there, but can't afford to run out there. But good bit of fielding. He sprawled off and he saved his team. Maybe not, because there was the mid-off up in the 30-yard circle, so extra cover. Tried to prevent that single, but in the end they still got it quite easily. Some Vincent Brown is from the far end officiating, decked out in blue top and black trousers. No? Alright, we're going to have some scores for you shortly. So we have the two batters. We have Kumar and Neba, and they're doing justice to their team. That is the Palm Beach Gladiators. So again, we're trying to get some updated scores for you. See, batsman is banging this one into the onside. It was aerial. The non-striker was in a spot of bother. They were thinking too. They would have been flirting with danger. As a good throw came in to the bowler's end, non-striker had to turn back quickly, and he did so just in the nick of time. Again, we are not bathed in sunshine. This is what we call the sunshine state. But the sun has left us. Hopefully momentarily. You're not missing any cricket as the it's good, cool, nice weather. Again, we have to give it to Milton Taylor, head curator. Oh, he hit this one in the air. There's a man down there. He settles, takes the catch, and he celebrates. So this is over number 12. So Neha, he's in 19, and Kumar is still there. He is on 4. Kumar, he is on 4. Okay. So Bula Tucker, he's in his second over. Got a wicket with the first ball of his second over. So he's a happy camper. Course, now bowls left arm. The batsman is coming forward, playing it back along the track to the bowler. He fields and no chance of a run. Oh, it's a lovely shot, but just for the one. This mid wicket gets in the way, just the one. Wind is picking up here. Keeping the cricketers nice and cool. Oh, that's going to be a wide. Oh, it's a no ball. He's been off the turf, so it's the free hit coming up here. And it's one where the fielders cannot change and cannot move because the batters did not change ends. So let's see the free hit. With the wicket under his belt, with the first delivery, the second, he's going after him, playing it just over the head of the mid-on fielder. And here they're going to be getting two because both fielders was mine, and in the end they did the footsie, and that enabled the batter to get 2 runs. So one have got to say mine, and the other one have got to back off. Both of them went at that ball, so bit of a misunderstanding there. So 2 from that delivery, which was a free hit. This time he's hitting again over mid-on, but goes one bounce down to the mid-wicket area. Who runs to his left, picks up, send the throw back into the bowler. As that over comes to an end, the end of a successful over. And at the end of 12, it is 45 for 4. So be minded that this is the first of 3 matches for today. So the crowd is building up. That's a good thing. Always good to see spectators in on the live match. Although there's going to be live coverage.
Yeah.
Batsman stroking this one into the offside. Quick single. Good cricket. One across coming from his teammates. Well, you don't have to always go bang bang, but they're making heavy weather of this inning so far. 45 for 4. Last over saw the downfall of the in batter. He went for 19. Outside the off stump, he's playing this lovely shot, late cut, runs here for him. There's 1, he's turning for 2. No, I need that. I'm using this one.
Oh, okay, so.
Okay, that's it. So 47 for 4, that's the score here. This time he's sweeping. Sort of awkward looking shot, but nonetheless he got some willow in it. The fielder at backward square leg comes in and prevent the ball from going beyond him for 4. Just a single. So creeping on up. Scoreboard has not moved, but 48 by my reckoning. Who's in around the sticks, and the batsman is covering up nicely back along the track to the bowler. Fields and can't score. So the 50s comes up on the board. Outside the off stump, playing this one to point and again can't score. So at the end of the over, the latest score here is 51 for the loss of 4 wickets. 13 overs done and dusted. So Averwin is on 11 from 17, and Sawyer D, he is on, no, Sawyer D has bowled his 3rd over, and he picked up a wicket in that over, and he was naughty along the way because he bowled a no ball, a ball that was pitched off of the pitch.
You got this right? Toss information.
Okay. So Palm Beach Gladiator won the toss and they elected to bat. So they're trying to set a target. I should have need much more than that in the second half. Just 7 overs left in this inning, and they're just at 51, and they've lost some 4 wickets along the way. Bang into the offside. That's a good looking shot. 1 bounce 4. Well, finally we've seen a boundary after quite a while, quite a long time. So Palm Beach winning the toss, elected to bat first, and they're on to 57 for the loss of 4 wickets. You can hear to the microphones there the applause from the team, the teammates. So we're going to be here all day. We're going to be up into the night under the lights. Oh, he's tugging this one beautifully. The man at the mid-wicket runs to his right, but can't prevent 2. And the throw comes in, 1 bounce to the wicket keeper. Again, he's hitting this one in the air. There's a man down there. He settles, takes the catch. Wicket number 5 goes. And seems as if that's a specialist fielder down there. He takes the catch. He didn't even have to move an inch. Wicket number 5 goes. By my reckoning, it should be 59 for 5. The scoreboard has not ticked overs yet. So Langamus is in the attack. So we want to welcome all the viewers and listeners.
Yeah, there's power there.
Soon be having live streaming as they're still trying to get that up and going. But in the meantime, you can follow the radio commentary.
Yeah, you can try it if you want. Just
You can always go to to the link, linkradio.king.com, Caribbean-Global-Voices 1, and you'll be able to listen to live commentary. Oh, this one is banged back past the bowler in the air, but he saw it coming to him like a hot potato, and he did not put his right arm out, which would have been his wrong hand, because he's a left armer by nature. Perhaps he's not ambidextrous, so he just watched that ball and caught to his right. Go begging. This time he's on the back foot, punching into the offside. This is a dangerous single, but he made good his ground. Good backing up there by the non-striker, who waves to the striker and said, "Excellent, you call, I responded." And he got down there in a manner of Usain Bolt, maybe a Carl Lewis, maybe not as much as a Usain Bolt. I give him Carl Lewis, and Carl Lewis was a good sprinter in his time. This time he's playing this one here in the air. There's a man down there. Oh, he should have left it to the mid-off fielder. I'm sure he would have sucked that up. He's saying, oh man, he's looking at him over there saying, you left it to me. You know, I'm the safe catcher. You called me off, and I think I was in a better position. 61 it is. For the loss of 5. That's Palm Beach Gladiators. So Nagmos, he is on 3, and keeping company is Latit. With the bowling, Latit would have taken 2 wickets. As a matter of fact, he has bowled some 3 overs for 18 runs and has taken 2 wickets. Again, the Palm Beach Gladiators winning the toss this morning, elected to bat. Here's again the batter playing with soft hands. Good cricket. They're trying to really put a score on the board. Having won the toss, that's always the case. Again, we want to big up everyone who is taking in some of this coverage. We'll soon be seen live on TV, and it's going to be onfield.tv. That's what you'll be able to view.
It's already there.
The video. It's on, so, and it's going to be the same commentary, so you can always leave from the Caribbean Global. But here's a good shot and good bit of footwork there by the fielder. He saved this team at least a run. Put down the big size 12 boots in this one. With great effect, at least he saved a run for his team. So 62 it is for 5. So we're into over number 16. So 15 overs is come and done and gone. Just judging it. There's a dot.
Trying to get you the video feeds, because that has a score up quicker. What over there is delayed.
That's what I need. Left arm round is banging it on the onside of the bowler for a quick single. We don't send the throw, and the bowler allows it to go to the keeper. As that over comes to an end, over number 16. And the latest score is 64 for 5. Gladiators winning the toss, elected to have the first knock. In effect, trying to set a target, one that they hope that they can defend. They've been making heavy weather of it so far. They've lost half of their wickets. And if you're new to cricket, innings would be closed if 10 wickets were to be realized. But so far, 5 of them have gone. So MegaBlasters, this is MegaBlasters 3, I would imagine, or MegaBlasters 2. I think there's 2 teams. I'm not too sure, but we'll have some updates for you. Something. You need juice or something?
Yeah, plug it in.
Okay, get some juice. Just banging this one into the offside, just for the single. The man from the deep runs in. These guys are very energetic. Last week we witnessed cricket here, but that was for the aged. That was the Legends played here last week. Pakistan were the victors in that. They took care of the West Indies on 2 occasions, as a matter of fact. So again, the sun is trying to... Oh, this one is in the air, but just going to go 2 bounces down to the mid-wicket area. Just a single. Ball is sounding nice in these microphones. Sound like real leather. When that willow would go onto it, hear that cap. I'm sure you can hear it into the microphones.
Okay. So the score will be live now.
All right, this one goes for 6. Oh, we haven't seen one of those all day. So 75 it is, 75 for 5. That's the latest score here. And that was an almighty blow there. So Palm Beach winning the toss. I have to keep saying that because you would expect them to do much better than they're doing here. So this is where the party begins now. 5 of the wickets is down. They've got to go for broke on the offside. He's playing this one into the offside. Cover sweeper comes in. Just the single. 1 bounce throw. Good cricket all around. Again, the sun is trying to burst through those clouds. Have some ominous looking clouds banding about here. But hopefully we'll have full day's play of cricket.
I have this thing that I'm going to be showing about Hurricane Melissa. Sure.
So at the end, over number 16, it is 76 for the loss of 5 wickets. So folks, if you're now coming in from church and you're viewing Unfield.tv, you're looking to live cricket. So Hurricane Melissa relief, we're going to ask that you try to support those and left. It was a real powerful storm. Oh, this was a quick run just to the left of mid wicket. Feels this one in the position of mid-on, back to live cricket. 77 for 5. So Vasu is the bat on strike, right arm bowling chain from the far end. This is on the back foot, stroking this one out to cover sweeper just for the single. They're going to need much more than that as these overs are running out. Over number 17 in progress. I want to say good Sunday to President Roger Tracy. This time he's banging this one out to wide long on just for the single. Sounds good coming off the bat. They bang, but the field is well positioned. You have to give it to MegaBlasters. When the boundary balls are being realized, they are well hit. Other than that, bowlers are bowling to the field outside the off stump. Swing and a miss. But this time he was away from the stump, about a fifth stump outside the off stump. But he did the right thing. He went at it hard. But I was gonna say he caught nothing. But yes, he did catch the air, which counts for north. You've got to put that willow on the leather. Banging it past the bowler, and I think he was flirting with some danger there because that was hit hard back to him to his left. Tried to put his big size 14 boot on it. And for those folks who are listening to Caribbean Global Voices, I'm going to ask you to just switch on over to onfield.tv. You'll be able to see the cricket live on stream. Again, hitting this one in the air just to the right of the extra cover. This one goes down to the boundary and across the boundary rope for 4. That's a good looking shot. Again, they're going to need much more of those, and I'm sure there are plenty where that came from. Having won the toss, they're asking themselves to put up a respectable total, one which they hope that they'll be able to defend. So far, they've got to 84 for 5 as over number 17 is done and dusted. Again, it is a 20 over encounter, so let's be reminded of that. You know, in cricket you can have 20 overs, you can have the ODIs 50 overs, you can have first class cricket 3 days and up, brings you into first class cricket. So, you know, test match goes up to 5 days. Back in the day we used to have a rest day in between, so all of 6 days that pitch had to withstand the heavy going of 6 days. It's a heavy rolling, and many times you still end up with a draw after waiting for a result after 6 days. Hence, 2020 came in where you can have some fast food. Not particularly a lover of 2020. It's more entertainment and at the behest of the bowlers. A guy would work out all day, all night just to bowl 4 overs. Just when he's about to enjoy his bowling, have to be pulled out of the attack. But a batter can bat all of the 20 overs. I think it's unfair. I should be able to just go and, you know, showcase my ways on the park. If I'm a bowler, I want to bowl until the inning close. Hence, my taking of the first class cricket. Bowling till the daylight come out of the cricket. That's a good shot into the offside, but again it's just going to be for the 1 because cover sweeper is in the way. Sends a good throw into the keeper. Wasn't full, but at least the keeper just had to stand there and wait until he rolled into him. And good pace, where the batters couldn't steal one. Well, we want to big up the Dodgers for winning the baseball. They took it into the 11th inning last night, so I was rooting for the Canadian. This time he's tugging this one, hitting the bottom end. The bowler has to do the work himself as the ball just trickled out to where forward short leg would have been. So he got there before the wicket keeper. Another single. 86 for 5. Just in case you're away from your screen, I just have to keep you updated where you can just listen in, because many times people would say, I need to hear the score updated, because I would walk away from the screen or doing other things. I would not stay here for all day just viewing the TV. Good stroke again, but the guy with a good pause in the long off position feels he's a good catcher. He's taking 2 2 good catches. Came into the pouch and his celebration. He has a signature celebration. I can see Mr. Parker, Mr. Gary Parker is in the house. I want to say good day to him, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, swinging a miss outside the off stump. This one, he's trying to tug it into the offside. He has that lovely offside shot, but he's afraid of the long off fielder who has safe hands. 87, 87 in Australia for the individual. That's their bad lucky number, as they would say. 87 means you're 13 away from the 100. But all over the globe, as far as I know, 13 is a dreaded number. They call it 13 the unlucky number. For many, it's 13 because there was one Dan Marino who played football for the Miami Dolphins. He's bowled him, knocked him over. Wicket number 6 goes. Swing and a miss, and you know the saying, you miss, I hit. So 87 for 6. Paul. Again, be reminded that the Palm Beach Gladiators won the toss this morning, and they're trying to put a score 1, which they would be glad to see on the scoreboard. By name and nature, Gladiators, they want to be glad. I don't think they're very, very glad at this moment with 87 for the loss of 6 wickets. They're making heavy weather, having won the toss this morning. Maybe their bowling might be much, much better than the batting. But then again, who knows? Maybe they've already had too much. Maybe they have too many. In cricket is a funny old game. But be reminded that this afternoon we're going to be having another game, and we're going to go into the evening. We're going to be on the lights for the 3rd and final game, and we'll have a schedule for you shortly, but I'll bring you up to speed. Again, President Roger Tracy is still the president, but we have Mr. Kapoor, newly elected vice president. My good old buddy Shalice, the secretary, he takes all the notes, so I hope he's taking note. Good morning, Shalice. I know you're taking in some of this, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you later on the park. Good stroke into the offside, over extra cover and down to the boundary for 4. That's a good looking shot, and it came off the bat like a bullet. And now the extra cover is pushing back on the 30-yard circle because the keeper is showing him exactly where he should be standing. I guess he's running all the way from behind the sticks. Oh, just to give him a high five to say it was not you. You couldn't have taken that, my good friend. But the end of that over, one which would have revealed a wicket number 6, that is 91 for 6. At least this guy should get a runner ball. 120 would make him a runner ball. It means that it simply means that the MegaBlasters will have to score 6 runs per over. But they're going to want to do much more than that, especially having won the toss. When you're setting a target, you need to have one that you think that your bowlers can defend. When it's just a few runs, you're going to be depending not only on your bowlers but your fielders, your catchers, your crowd, your 12th man out here, your crowd to really will you on to defend whatever you would have made. Because remember, you won the toss and you elected to bat. Simply means you have to set a target. Oh, this is a good shot in the air, but there's a man down there. He gets under it and drops it. And the Cardinalson, he goes beyond the boundary rope. He came in, settled, and put it down. I know that's not my good friend, my buddy with safe hands, who've been taking them beneath us here in the long off position. I know they're changing him. They're going to bring him in with his buttered fingers, so they're going to probably prefer to give away a single than to give away a catch. Well, with that boundary, that score has raced up we're saying 95. I'm going to wait. Showing 95.46. He's going after him again in the air, but over the extra cover. And they're going to be getting a double. As wide long on runs to his left, prevents the boundary. Oh, he's pulling this one, getting the bottom edge, finally up in the circle, but can't prevent the single. $98 for 6, so 2 away from the 100 mark, and I'm sure they'll get a rousing applause for the 100. They label their way. This is the penultimate over. This is over number 19. They need to get a few more. This time he's getting outside edge. There's a man down there. He's going to take the catch. Wicket number 7 goes. And you can hear the cheers coming in. And I guess that the MegaBlasters have their cheerleaders. They have their fans. And I guess one lady just beneath us here. And it must be of some significance, the catcher, to her. She kept waving and shouting, and that's the way, family support. So I'm sure the crowd's going to get a little bigger this afternoon, and as we have 2 further matches to be played, so they too will be on TV. So we're happy that at least all the matches are going to be on TV. Didn't see the first 10 overs, we apologize for that. Little technical difficulties trying to get the internet going here, but I should have sent out the radio commentary earlier, but we continue to do the radio commentary because some folks said, well, it eats up too much of my battery to stay all day with the streaming, so I'll go now and again. So if I can just get some radio commentary, and I said, okay, I'll do this for the South Florida Premier League. That's my giving back. Let's put it away. Give them some radio commentary. Oh, he's stroking this one nicely off the pads. They're running the first one quickly. Will they take the arm on? Yes, they will. And in the end, it became a relaxing 2. As a matter of fact, the throw was so wayward. It didn't go anywhere near the wicket keeper. So they scamper 3 runs, and that brings up the 100. As a matter of fact, it's 101 Dalmatian. Pow, wow, wow. You know, the 101 Dalmatian, the dogs are out. Who let the dogs out? That's what it is. So the 100 comes up, and you can hear the applause coming up there. So, like I said, they really labored their way, but runs on the board is runs on the board. Oh, this time he's hitting this one on the full, tugging it down to deep mid wicket, and they're gonna get a double because he did not field it cleanly in the deep. So you can see that on your screen. Umpire Vincent Brown and Charlie Nazir is the 2 officiating umpires in this first game. And again, be reminded, there's a second game, and just for full value, they'll pitch in another, the big finals. So we can see the other team working their way into the stadium for game number 2. So there's a public address system making an announcement, and not able to hear it clearly here, so I can't tell you what they would have said. But 103 for 7. This is the final over. And the run rate, they're going at 5.42. Like I said, they're going to want to get it up to the 6 and over, because if MegaBlasters is worth their salt, anything beneath 6 and over, you're asking them to not even hit a boundary. You're asking them to just stroke it around, and they can win it in singles. And if a dot comes in the way, they can get a 2 to make up that. I always believe that score should be where you have to score boundaries. But by the look of things, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So the 20th over, let's see who's going to be bowling that. Seems as if Badawi is... Well, we'll wait and see. Comes it bowled right arm, medium pace, he's banging this one into the offside, goes to extra cover for the single. He was going hard at that, but hit high on the bat. It was a back of a length delivery. That's a good delivery in final over. Once you're not giving boundaries, you always get the applause. So 104 for 7. Final over of the inning. Stroking this on the onside just for the single. I don't think they'll be too worried about the singles. Dot, especially a dot that brings a wicket, that'd be precious. I sure the Palm Beach supporters are saying 1-1 precious little. No, well, ones on the board is ones on the board, so we have to call it as it is. Again, we want to big up South Florida Premier League administrators for at least making use of the Broward County Stadium on the big stage. Say big up there to folks over in Nevis and Sinkits. Oh, that one is wide of the mark, and the batter really tried his best to put some will on it, but it was so wide that umpire Nazir Charlie waited and waited to signal wide. He was wondering if the bowler would have bowled a good delivery and the batter would have started outside of the off stump and took that line with him. But in the end, it's a wide, naughty in your final over. I know they have not hit a boundary, but you don't want to bowl extra deliveries. I think you have Palm Beach Gladiators in a vice grip at this time. Down the onside, there's a good shot into the onside. There's runs here. When he get to the boundary, the fielder is running around. He does a bit of footwork down there. And I think they would have settled for 3. They're saying 4. No, it's not 4. Umpire Nazir Charlie said no. He answered to the crowd saying, I did not signal 4, so he just signaled and said no. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, that was not the 4th signal, so they have to be satisfied with the 3 ones. 109 for 7. Oh, that's when I'm going to be outside your off stump wide again. Naughty. He's helping the cause. He's helping them to get to maybe, who knows, a respectable total. I don't know these teams, but cricket is a funny old game. 110 might just very well be enough. They haven't won the toss this morning, decided they're going to have first knock. Having first knock simply means that you are putting up a score which you think you can defend. Think about it, that you're going to bat all of the 20 overs. Oh, into the onside, into the pads, and they're scampering through for what will be another extra. So extras has made their way into the scores book. And umpire Charlie's waving to the score signal. Respond to me. That's a leg by. So 3 extras in this over, helping the cause. 2 by way of wide simply means it's going to be an 8-ball over thus far. 1-1-1 is on the board. That's the Nelson. They say you have to stand on one foot and stand on one leg. The Nelson is on the board. 1-1-1. Tucker, where are you? Oh, another one down the leg side. Extras. He's naughty. That's his third wide of this over, which brings extras to 4 in this over because they did get a leg by. Right arm over. Bang into the onside. 1, 2, 3 bounces down to wide long on. They're going to take the arm on. Let's see. It's touch and go. Made good his ground. That's good running. So good response from the non-striker. I guess he think that is done, but he forgot that the ball 3 wide is already here, so it's a 9 ball over. Not so soon. Then again, look at this. The batter is willing to come off. They think they have enough runs on the board. 114. He was willing to give up an extra delivery, saying we have enough. We don't need this extra thing, unless he miscounted. But have to wait for the umpire to call time, young man. Maybe if you was at the other end and walk off, they might just give you out 1 out. Swinging a miss into the pads, and footsie going on over there. So it's another leg by extras. How did he bang it into his foot? I think he banged that ball into his foot. So time has been called. 115 for 7. The guy banged that one into his foot. I hope he's okay. As you can see, even the umpire is going out to assist as he tried to hit that one outside of the park and get it no further than his ankle, perhaps. So 115 for 7. That's innings close. So the target would be 116. Well, let's go ahead and just, we're not doing the scoring here, so I would have a scorecard in front of me.
It's over there.
The whole thing?
No, the whole thing. Click on scorecard. Click on scorecard. At the top it says scorecard.
Oh. Alright, we'll give you a scorecard here, and we have Mohamed Nasib. He got 2 runs, and Farhan 1. We have Nibir. He got into double figures. He got to 19 from 25. He scored just the 1 boundary. We have Maouf. He scored just 3 runs. But Avarind Kumar, he was not out on 31 from 35, and he did a lot of running too, because he just hit the 1-4 in his inning, but he came up with the top score of 31, which is good. We got Chaudhry. He got 9 from 7. We got Sifat. He got 21. He became of age, 21. He can go to the bar, he can get himself a drink. And Skipper Sakara, he went for 4 runs from 2 deliveries. He got a boundary and a dot in his inning. And the not out batsman Abir, he got into double figures. He got 10. But extras, a healthy 15, helped them to get to 115. So if you're mathematician, the run from the bat, they scored 100. 15 extras brought it up to 116 for 7. Well, the run rate is 5.75. I guess they were hoping for a little bit more than that, but then again, winning the toss, I sure they would have told themselves, we've had enough. Well, the bowling, let's see. We had 2 bowlers here. We had Badari, he got 2 for 28, and we have Tucker with 2 for 29. A wicket apiece went to Kapisti, he got 1 for 20. We have Dutta, 1 for 19. And the captain Pariha, he got 1 for 7. So he was really miserly. He just had an economical run rate of 1.80. Whoa, that was good bowling. He just got the 1 wicket. And the other bowler bowled 2 overs was Patel Vishme. He bowled 2 overs for 10 runs. So there you have it, folks. When we're back, we will have a run chase of 116. That's the target. We'll be back. So in the meantime, hang tight. Oh, come on. I'm gonna play some music, so you wanna take out yours?
No, just turn it
I'll
off.
turn it up over there. Yeah. Yeah, just to make up the time, guys. So again, onfield.tv. Go ahead and send it out to your friends and family. And again, want to say happy Sunday. Second delivery outside the off stump, pulling this one into the onside. There's runs here for him. 1, and they're going to easily get a relaxing 2. So again, the run chase is less than a runner ball. And here's where it doesn't require a boundary if these guys have the legs to run all of the 117 that is required. 116, I beg your pardon. So again, all viewers, we want to welcome you. And we saw some lovely catching this morning from Shimantu down there. And there was one that he could have taken to get a hat trick of catches, but the other fielder called him off, and in the end he dropped. That one's going to be a wide. It's outside the off stump. And as you can see, MegaBlasters they're not in a spot of bother. I think they would have done their job. The bowlers would have bowled well. They bowled all of 20 overs. They got 7 wickets. And they just gave up 115 runs. But again, extras really helped the cause because they gave up 15 extras. So they were untidy in that department outside the off stump, trying to late cut this one. This one was outside the off stump, taken there by the wicket keeper. So again, it's a 20 over encounter, and by playing conditions, no more than 2 fielders can be outside of the 30-yard circle. And those 2 are stationed in the mid-wicket area and the long-on area. So we have a third man. We have point, cover, extra cover, and mid-off in the offside. Turning this one in the onside for a relaxing single just to the left of the fine leg up in the circle. So on the onside we have the fine leg. We have a short mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, and a long-on. As I said before, the 2 boundary riders, long-on and deep mid-wicket. But now they're cheating it a little bit. You can see they're not all the way back on the boundary, about say 45 to 50 meters away. So 3 for no loss. And we keep updating you with the score because, like we said, many times people say they don't know what listen. Sam is driving a full toss, but can't do much with it. I thought one got away there. That would have been an opportunity to hit a full-blooded shot, but it hit the bottom part of the bat, not in the sweet spot. It all went for naught. But Chimantu, lovely catching outside the off stump, swing and a miss, but it's outside the stump. Has that overcome to an end? 4 for no loss. So at least, again, Palm Beach winning the toss this morning, elected to bat first, and they got to 115 for the loss of 7 wickets. So Surya Otto, he's in 3 from 4, so he has done all the scoring so far, with the exception of that extra. And we have Bata, he is yet to get off the mark. So extras already worked their way into the scorers column with 1. And like I said, 15 made their way into the scorebook when the Palm Beach Gladiators batted. So let's see who's going to be bowling from the southern end. Nangs is the bowler. He'll be bowling from the look of it. Let's see, seams, and his one is right in the block hole. Good delivery, good start. Be reminded they're trying to defend 116, which is the target score. And again, be reminded this is the first of 3 matches that would be held here today. So all I have to pay for is parking in the park. I think it's $3.50. And to the kind courtesy of the South Florida Premier League, they said you can come in and look at these matches live without paying a dime. That's another wide. So extras are helping the cause. Probably they're trying to give back the 15 that they got in terms of extras. They've gone to 2 already. Oh no, this one is this is gonna be a no ball, I would think. No, it's a wide. So apparently the crowd was asking for a no ball, but it was pitched just in line and moved away a long way where third slip would have been. And maybe that's why they said wide. Isn't that where it ended up? It's where it pitched. So it pitched and moved away. Well, outside the off stump, well left. That's a better delivery. He's aiming for the off stump. He bowled 2 wides thus far though. He can't afford to give too many of those. So extras have worked their way already to 3 already. Outside the off stump, and it's going to be another wide, naughty. So extras are really working their way into the scores book. I think they've gone some 5 now, and this is just the second over. Remember, they were rewarded with 15 when they batted, so they're trying to even things out. I think by the look of things, we're just in the second over. Let's see if you can do it better. Right arm over outside the off stump, and he's going after this one, not taken tidily by the wicketkeeper. You've got to take those. He's playing at them. He might get a nick. So make sure you hold on to those. 7 for no loss. So again, Nangmas, he's trying to get his radar right. Batsman is coming after him. He's stroking this into the offside. Can't score. It was the batter's call, and the non-striker was interested in getting a single. Well, he comes in now. Oh, this one is gonna be outside the off stump, another wide. And they say extras are really being helpful here, helping the cause. So far, so good. Okay, full toss. He's playing it, banging it straight to mid-off. Oh, there's a bubble, misfield, but the ball stayed at his feet, and Gain can't score. So all run so far is coming from extras in this over. Field is well placed. We have a short third man in the 45. The backward point, he's sweeping. So 2 men outside of the circle. Let's see, one is sweeping at backward point. Maybe the guy is a good cutter. So they have a man placed there for that, and just the 1 man outside of the circle. So cover, short extra cover, point. So the third man is in place, and a mid off. Those are the offside fielders. Mid on, mid wicket. Fine leg is up in the circle. 650 feet. Oh, outside the off stump again, and this time umpire Nazir Charlie decides it's a fair delivery. You had every opportunity to play a proper cricketing stroke, and thus it's not going to be a wide. We want to say good day to Mr. Archibald over there in New York. Mertrees over in New York alongside Bob's and Nisbet. They're taking in this coverage. Alongside loud appeal, and not given. And it was not a wide. The wicketkeeper was in disgust. He slammed the ball into the turf, not because of the decision, but I guess he may have thought that he would have been given a wide, but so somehow he did not go there. I can see my good old buddy here. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm well. You?
Fine.
You look like you're well fed. What's going on? I mean, somebody take care of you? The strength is from the cow?
What is it?
Is the strength is coming from the cow or what?
No, hungry call if it's strength gone.
No workout strength.
Oh.
I'm a good old friend and compatriot.
People back home.
Yeah, that's
They're good.
So another Jamaican here and inquiring about the hurricane. So I might very well do that
My
myself.
house gone. Let's come to Westmoreland. Come
8 for no loss.
It's just landslide.
No. The roof gone. And my son, the glass on the house split right into it.
Oh, what's a cutting? That's a good looking shot. First boundary of the inning. My word. Oh, glory. That one was outside the off stump. Meat and drink. And he slammed into that one. A proper cricketing shot. First boundary of the inning. My word. I'm telling you. Shot of the day. Shot of the day. So far.
Ambassador play 1 o'clock, right? So,
So 12 it is. 12 for no loss. So Ravish getting off the mark there in fine fashion. He's on driving. There's a single for him. The non-striker was ball watching. Not good. The coaches would not like to see that. You have to look at your partner. Look at the blink, look at the call, they hear the call, respond. Your duty is not to look behind you to see if there's a safe single. You have to trust your partner. You have to trust your partner. I think Ambassador have the second game. The game comes up. I'm not too sure who they will be playing yet, but I can hear the banding around. I've seen Karen White. I've seen Mr. White, Cordell White. And normally he's the captain. I don't know if he's captain. When I was in this area and umpiring, he would, Cornel White would captain his team, Ambassador, to many victories. I've seen him made a century himself, so let's see what he'll do. Bowled a good, nice speed and pace as well. That's for the second game. But this time we're here, 13 for no loss. I'm driving, and my word. We're waiting for the umpire. He has not given, but not out. I think the umpire is saying this time it seemed as if the wicketkeeper thought he would have got an inside edge. The ball was outside the off. Somebody took it to his left down the leg side. They are appealing to the square umpire. That's not happening in cricket. This is not going to happen no time at all, sir. The standing umpire's call. He says the batter is not out. He's safe, and let's carry on play. So the lucky 13 almost bought a downfall. So Sawyer, he's still there. He is he's on 3, and Ravish is on 5. And again, extras has been healthy. Again, a dot into the scores book. Good cricket there. Remember, Palm Beach Gladiators won the toss this morning. They decided they were going to have first knock. They labored their way to 115. And now they're trying to defend it. They lost 7 wickets along the way outside the off stump. He's cutting this one nicely, splitting backward point, and third man and down the boundary for 4. That's another good looking shot. It was all elegance, no hard woof. Just guided it in the manner of a Lawrence Rowe. I'm telling you, late cutting it, splitting point, and a short third man. And that's a good looking boundary. 17 for no loss. So Sawyer, he goes on to 7. Ravish is still there on 5.
anything Nigeria share do bring the overseer PPR. And he can't bring the government here to take money out of time. To take 10,000.
So you had two boundaries in that over, but two good-looking boundaries, I may add.
He's gone. And his brother and his mother also get
All of 9 runs coming from that over. So a few dots, of course, he had 3 dots, but the boundaries that were scored really spoil his figures. At least we didn't see extras in that over. Loud appeal, how's that? You can hear it through the microphones, how's that? Umpire Charlie says the matter is not out. That appeal was more in hope than in jest, because they just asked the question, which they're within their rights to do. Excessive appealing is where the umpire would really come into play. Outside the off stump at 1, he's not moving his feet at all, he's just wafting. But we've seen 2 lovely off-driven strokes so far in this inning. This time he was trying to stroke it elegantly, but his feet was anchored in cement. Outside the off stump, he's trying to guide this one here. You can see a deflection, but that's a big swing there from the ball after he would have passed the bat. Again, they're looking for wicket number 1. They're in hopes, but both umpires are unmoved so far. The appeals are coming in really furious. They're really asking the umpire to raise that dreaded finger. So far, both umpires have been unmoved. That's umpire Vincent Brown, Nazir Charlie Javid. A swing and a miss outside the off stump. He's trying to get a standing back, trying to hit those stumps. I think they thought the over would have been up, but no, he's not bowled an extra. So why do you think the over is up? Bowled a 9-ball over last time up, but he's holding his own this time. Again, it's 17 for no loss. Again, the son is playing hide and seek. Outside the off stump again, he's playing at this one, which is wide of the mark. Extras continues to make their contribution, and the umpire Charlie continues to get his exercises on. Who needs Jenny Craig when you can umpire in South Florida? You can come here, umpire, get all your exercises. His arms stretched like an eagle. I'm going to wonder when he's going to take off and fly. They've seen so many times they've had those outstretched arms. Comes in, bowls outside, he's driving but hitting the bottom portion of the bat and can't score. 18 for no loss into over number 4. And let's not forget that this is a 2020 encounter, and by competition rules, 6 overs for the first power play, and that's where no more than 2 fielders can be beyond the 30-yard circle. Right now they're just using 1, and he's in the 3rd man area, wider. This one is wide of the mark. Loud appeal again, and I think they're appealing for everything. It's their right to do so. At the end of 4, it is 18 for no loss. Hey, you have any advertisement you want to put on in between or anything?
No? Just the
okay.
list of it.
Okay, so end of 4, and at the end of 4 it is 18 for no loss. So they're asking the umpires questions, but so far that dreaded finger has not been raised. So for you folks who are now just tuning in, this is live cricket coming to you from the Broward County Stadium. And the sponsors would be the South Florida Premier League. And guess what? They're putting on all the free matches, free finals in one day. So you're going to get your money's worth and then some. Normally you come in here to look at one match. West Indies playing Pakistan, one match, in and out, and you would have paid, handsomely. But this time, South Florida said, we're going to do two better. We're going to give you free matches for the price of your parking ticket. So let your friends know they can come on in, but while they're away, they can tune into onfield.tv, and they'll be taking it all in on the video. They can see it for themselves. And by the way, my name's Ivor Henry. That's in case you're wondering whose voice you're hearing. Again, I want to say good afternoon. I understand Lynette Smith Fox is listening down there in Sinkits. Good afternoon. Oh, this one is going to be naughty down the leg side. It's going to be a wide again. Jenny Craig, you're going to be out of business. These umpires are getting in their exercises right here at the Broward County Stadium. And I like the outside broadcasting because, you know, you get to hear the applause, the boos and the oohs and the, the cheers, the jeers, or what have you, come through your microphone. When we're inside, it's a little too quiet. I mean, yes, you're inside in the AC, but you have a breeze, some heavy clouds about, but so far, no drop of rain, no threat of rain. He's cutting this one, but this time, ooh, this is gonna be a chance. A stronger throw would have been interesting. This one was cut just straight to the third man, up in the circle. And the non-striker called, and the good thing about it is that the batter responded well, and he really got in there on his stomach as if he was diving into water. So he was taking one for his team. Again, want to big up Chimanto. He took two lovely catches down there. They still have to be taken. He just in the approved manner, just into the bucket. Bowling change, left arm. He's playing this one off the legs. Runs here for him. One. Are they going to be taking two? Yes, indeed. As the throw comes in to the keeper. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked, but it was a good-looking shot. It was in over the head of the forward square leg. Now he's pushing himself to the left of the umpire. A little further left, I guess he must have thought. If I only had been here, and if only I had been about 8 feet tall, or they're pulling him in a little closer. I guess they're going to work on the legs. Let's see. Might be a double bluff. Let's see if he's going to go back into the legs. I don't think so. Yes, into the legs, and again, but this time on the ground. They were thinking one. Non-striker was interested in a single. It was his call, and he quickly called him off and said, no, we'll be flirting with danger. You can't have that. You don't want the first wicket to go via the run-out route. That means you're gifting your wicket away. Remember, you're only trying to get to 170 outside the off stump, in the air, but you're going to drop short just for the single. The point was one of those fielders who were outside of the circle and the long off. Those are 2 men out, and he hit it. It would have been over the head of the point if he was on the circle, but didn't go far enough down on the boundary for the fielder. But he got in there. He was really energized. He got in there quickly as well. He was trying to make the catch, but it was not to be. They got a single. Oh, the batsman is covering up dots. Dots are like gold dust. They're going to need a lot more of those dots. Well, the sun has left us again. Again, the clouds has gone beneath the sun. Oh, down the leg side, extras again. Extras are really making a worthwhile contribution. Remember when MegaBlasters bowled, they gave up 15 extras out of the 115 that was placed on the board. And now these folks are really helping the cause. Extras already in this inning has gone to 8. John is into the onside and working a little too hard on that one. It sounded like he came off the bat with force but he can't get past the forward square leg. As that over comes to an end, it is 24 for no loss over number 5, done and dusted. Folks, don't you dare go away, because we're going to have game number 2 coming up after this match. I think, not sure, maybe 1 o'clock, second game. Yeah, I think I heard someone said 1 o'clock. I've seen Mr. White already. He was over there by Trini Wass, who's playing the music, the outdoor music. So I want to say big up to Trini Wass. We're not missing any cricket. This is going to be the end of the power play, and we have a new bowler. And the required run rate is beneath 5. It's 4.97. So not a hard axe. So it's up to the batters. We're going to see the first spin down the leg side. He's turning it into the short, fine leg up in the circle, can't score. This one was working his way down the onside, but the batter just, as you can see on the screen, just walked around it and got some will on it, so he saved an extra. The wicketkeeper himself was way down the leg side, but he could have done much more with that, but perhaps he wanted to have a look before he have a go. Outside the off stump, hitting this one in the air and taken. That's a good looking catch. He was shoestring just on the boot laces. He was cutting, came right off the top edge, and he made that catch. I'm telling you, he got in there and pulled up a snapper. So wicket number 1 goes. So Himanshu is willing his boys on, and I tell you, a message went out in a bottle. I wonder if that would have caused his downfall, because just at the end of over number 5, one of the players went over, had a chit chat with the batters, and the very next 2 deliveries, one down the leg side, which he played at, got no run, and he wafted one outside the off stump, but could not get it past the point. And the guy decked out in orange shoes and orange long sleeve. You can't miss him on the field. Man, they were elated. It was a good catch. I'm telling you, you have to remember that catches win matches. In my time, we used to say catches save matches. We have gone past that. Catches win matches. I understand that Mr. Dennis Heath is taking in some of the coverage over in Southern California. And again, we turn back the hands of time today in all of North America. So we had an extra hour to play with, just minutes to 12 instead of minutes to 1. So go and turn back the hands of your time, folks. So a wicket in this over, outside the off stump, and he's on the back foot. Can't get past. Oh, almost sent some overflows there. That was not necessary. Extra cover fielder. Dots are what is needed, and wickets for the Palm Beach Gladiators. They mustered 115 when they turned at bat, and now they're trying to defend it, having won the toss, elected to bat this morning. Outside the off stump, the batsman is walking this one off the legs and can't score. Skipper Himanshu, you can hear him down there cheering even the dot balls, because they feel like they have this one put away. Again, Himanshu leading from the front. Took 2 beautiful catches, and he really bowled well. Bowled 4 overs for 7 runs. and took a wicket, and again can't score. This one was played into the offside. Outside the, in the air, just passing that extra cover. It's going to have the legs to pass the boundary. It does so now. 4 more. That was meat and drink outside the off stump. We've seen some lovely off-driven shots, and that's the end of the power play. And at the end of it, it is 28 for 1. That is indeed the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium. 28 for 1 power play. I want to big up Trinivas on the outside, and he's pumping the music on the outside to entertain the folks who are taking in some of this live coverage here in person. And for you who are out there, onfield.tv, and I would have sent it out on radio, so just skip on over. The same commentary, you're still going to hear my voice, so don't have to stay on the Caribbean Global Voices. Just hop on over to onfield.tv. You'll see and you'll still hear the commentary. So now is where the second power play is going to be had. You can have no more than 4 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. So cricket, lovely cricket. Free for the price of 1. All 3 championship matches will be held today on the main park, on the main stadium. Right here in the Broward County Stadium. As a matter of fact, this is an ICC approved venue. The first of its kind in North America. During the World Cup, we have realized that New York would have had a drop-in pitch over there, and they would have played matches there. This one is full toss, and batsman waited in it and just played it around the corner. You know, he's not in any hurry. That's Sora. He's been there from the top of the innings. Played some lovely shots so far. So spin off spin from local outside the off stump. And that one is given. How did he out? Let's see. I'm not too sure. Taken? Well, 28 for 2. So 28 it is for the loss of 2 wickets. So now they're going to try to make some inroads here. Remember, they're trying to defend 116. That's the target score. They seem to be a fan of those folks who are beneath us here. Give him a real round of applause for his effort. So the new batter, so it's Manakala. He is the new batter. So goes out to take strike now. Swinging his bat, as you can see on screen there, trying to flex his muscles. It's not going to take heavy lifting to get to 116, which is the target score. But who knows? A few wickets, and then the tide may very well change. Ooh! This one, he almost played over it. It came down in the nick of time, getting a bottom edge on it. It was nicely flighted. And his eyes lit up when he saw that one. And then, last moment, he got his bat down. In the nick of time, it was oohs and ahs about. So Palm Beach Gladiators, having won the toss, trying to defend 116. They've got 2 wickets so far. They're going to need wickets. Undriving, gets off the mark. As just stroked it as if playing lawn tennis. He just said, here's my single. That's a scoring area for me. Since there's no mid on, but there's a long on. So easy single. Remember, that's a single that he actually walked. So for the first time now, he's facing up here down the leg side. Oh, here's this one in the air. He has the height, not the distance. The man settled on the takes the catch. 2 wickets in this over. They are falling. They are dropping like flies now. And you can see on your screen, Palm Beach, they're cockaboo. I'm telling you, they're going to need wickets. Wicket number 3 goes. So just with 1 run added, 2 wickets fell on 28. And now the 3rd wicket has gone with the score on 29. So extras has dried up. I'm wondering if MegaBlasters were depending on extras because they have given up some 8 so far. They were trying to get back to 15 they would have given up, but now they've seen 2 wickets in this over, nicely flighted. He had a whack at it, had the height and came off the bottom of his bat, and there was no need for 6 when you're chasing runs and your required run rate is less than 6. Why would you want to hit 6 this early and you're hitting it straight to the man who is out? I guess they forgot that after 6 overs you can have no more than 5 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. Even though he's coming back in, he seemed to be dejected. He's still getting a round of applause from his fans beneath us, supporters. Somehow MegaBlasters would have think that they've got this one wrapped up, because they seem to be confident there. Their supporters are still willing them on, but it's 29 for 3. Over is not yet done. Last over from that end, they were very disappointed with an appeal from Vincent Brown's end. They even turned to the squealing umpire to say, how is that? The standing umpire is not giving it. He said, that's not my call. I'm sorry. Turn, look the other way. So it remained not out. But since then, this time he turned this one in around the corner. These guys are agile. They're trying to defend the 115 that they made. And at the end of 7, it's 29 for 3. Again, 2 wickets fell in that over. So they're willing, they're changing around there. Bowler is sending back his deep square leg, say, I need you down there. I need a long off. And let's see. So they're having some changes. No, he's not going to bowl with a long off. He's bringing maybe his better catcher. He said, I'm changing you with a young lad sporting number 11 on his back. And I need you to be up in the circle at mid-off. So let's see what he has in store. Double bluff? Maybe not. Box this one into the onside. Size 12 boot comes out from the bowler. Prevents the single. Gone past him. There would have been an easy single. So again, they're really holding the reins and keeping these guys in check. 3 wickets would have gone for 1-1. You've seen quite a bit in the last 2 overs. Oh, this one is flighted and is undriving just for the single. You can hear the crowd saying one, only one, only one, and even though two would have been better, but two was never on the card. So, but the crowd support Holtman comes into play. So Ankar Kapoor, he's the vice president of the South Florida Premier League. I'm sure we'll probably see him on the show later. Oh, this one is down the leg side, meat and drink in the air, but dropping one bounce in front of the square leg, and the batter was standing and holding his pose. You didn't do enough, lad. You have to run your runs. In the end, he had to put the wheels on and get to the non-striker's end. Thought he would have had that one for 4. Yes, he should have done a bit more with that one. Let's go ahead and say good afternoon to the viewers on Field.tv and those who are viewing and listening on the radio commentary. You can view it this time again. The single is being given up there right in that short mid-wicket area because the fielders are pressed back on the circle and they're just working the singles now, knowing that they have a repair job to do, having lost 3 wickets for 1 run in the last couple of deliveries. You may hear some cap. One of the incoming batters is down beneath us here, having a few throwdowns. So this throwdowns here is saying, hey, you're gonna need me, you're gonna need me. So let's look at this delivery. Down the leg side, it leaves the wicket keeper. Let's see if he got a touch on it. Maybe just the one because finally goes up in the circle. Had to give chase to his right, so he got some will on it. So boundaries has dried up. Again, the required run with it is just 4. It's not a tall order. It's not a hard ask either. Again, he's turned this one around the corner, finally up in the circle, send the throw in, and he's not out. So good backing up. That was the non-striker's call, and he called right away and took off. And the batter did the right thing. He responded, make way for the non-striker's end, and he made good his ground. So they have to fight for every run, although it is just 4 runs and over. These Palm Beach guys are on the move, on the ball. For the first 4 overs, they gave up 8 extras, and since then extras have dried up and we have not seen a boundary in quite some time. Nonetheless, again, we have to pick up the South Florida Premier League administration putting on this this free match tournament all in one day. On the lights, we're going to be later this evening, and using the park. They've got to make use of the venue. Can't always come in here to see people coming in here to play and you're not using it yourself. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
People stole his identity.
Again, the oohs and the ahs are going up. This one flighted, he turns around the corner, there's thinking of single. Again, that fielder, I'm telling you, he's the Energizer Bunny. I don't have his name here, but he's definitely saved a run there because he was to his left, but he was quick. So I'm keeping an eye on him. Goes in now there, short square leg outside the off stump. Oohs and ah goes up as he played that one outside the off stump. Not taken cleanly by the wicket keeper, but the oohs and ahs went up in hopes of getting a wicket there. outside the off stump. The one's keeping a bit low. These batsmen trying to build a partnership, trying to build an inning, because that one was again in the block hole and he just turned it around the corner and can't score. Sam is driving to the left of mid-off, knocks it down, just a single. Good cricket all around. Throw was a bit wide of the mark, but the end of that over, and at the end of it, it's 35 for the loss of 3 wickets. So a partnership is being built here. The last wicket fell when the score was on 29. So this is precious 6-run partnership, and again, no extras is in that 6-run partnership. So they have stopped the what they gave up in first 4 overs. They gave up 8 extras. Be reminded that when MegaBlasters bowled, they gave up 15 extras out of the 115 runs that the Palm Beach Gladiator made. So Abdul Shaka, the captain, he's got 2 wickets for 2 runs, so he's following in the footstep of Himanshu. Himanshu bowled his 4 overs for 7 runs and took 1 wicket. And now the skipper has bowled 2 overs so far, 2 runs, 2 wickets. So in the bowling department, both captains are leading from the front. Continue outside the off stump. He's on the back foot, playing this one into the offside. The cover sweeper comes off the boundary, fields, and there is a 1-1. So the required 1 with now it's gone down under 4. It's 3.50. So he was a naughty shot, going for 6 when the 1 with required just 4 runs. And one of the batters gave up his inning. He did have the height, but never the distance. So that was a naughty shot, uncalled for. You don't have to lift your head high. This is a championship match. It's not like you're trying to get there by net run rate and you're trying to knock this off. Or you're not trying to help the South Florida Premier League by trying to finish this match so that they can have the other match. You want to win your match and bat your 20 overs if you have to. Ooh, this one was played back with force, back to the bowler. He knocked it down. He's hopping around a little bit though, but it's a dot. He'll take 1 for the team. You have to take a knock sometime for the team. Like the last ball, the batter banged 1 into his foot. Caused some concern. On the back foot, pulling past the short mid wicket. Long one comes into play, just the 1. Just the 1 again. You've seen the sun and the clouds. They're playing hide and seek, but so far no threat of rain. So we can play under light. We can play without the sun shining brilliantly. This is the sunshine state, but we can do without the sun. This is what you call bright sun in England. That's a wide, and now the extras are working their way back into the scorer's book. That's gone to 9 now. Power play yielded some 28 runs for 1 wicket in the air, but he's going to fall short. Fielder did well to just put his body, again taking 1 for the team. It's cannon into his leg. He was trying to make the catch first and foremost, but when he couldn't make it, had that awkward bounce, and he just turned side on and took it. He's tugging this one in the onside, but can't pass the short mid on. As that over comes to an end, and at the end of it, it is 39 for free. So 10-1 partnership. They're building blocks. There's no need for any fence, so they're planting poles with singles, planting poles, and at the end of 10, it is 39 for the loss of 3 wickets. So we'll take a short break, and we come right back. after that intermission there, 10 overs, the umpires and fielders and batters are back in their respective positions. So the skipper is in, that's Himanshu, and he's, like I say, bowled very well. He bowled his 4 overs for 7 runs, 1 wicket. Now he's asked to do some lifting. He's on 3 from 7 balls. This one turns around the corner, but can't be fine leg up in the corner. And oh my word, he's given out 1 out, my word! Turned this one just around the corner, and the non-striker was running that Himanshu was running for a non-existent single and could not get back in the ground. Like I said, that guy is a spring chicken. I said it already. Keep an eye on him. This guy is quick. So on the resumption, the first delivery has yielded a wicket. And who goes? The skipper. And the skipper is leaving some instructions there with his non-striker. So Malakala has got to remain there. They had a partnership of some 10 runs. They were going in confidence. And again, he's giving instructions again, bring it home, bring it home. It was unfortunate that I had to get run out. So that's what happens, but it gets an applause still below. Pretty much gifted his wicket there though, gifted it. We have 007, he's a real secret undercover man. I'm going to put him behind the mic though, sooner or later. I'm going to put Mr. Virgil 007, he's a radio man, so he's not going to be mic shy, I know that for sure. So you get yourself untangled here. And there's a boundary 6. Like you said, the instructions were left that to carry on. That to carry on. So I want to say, welcome Mr. Virgil Francis, he's in the box here, and I'm going to put him to work. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine today. Welcome to the beautiful city of Lauderhill. As you know, I have to say that.
Yes, one and only. Oh, the batsman is sweeping, doing some sweeping. So I guess this poking around is done now. I guess that's exactly what this batter is saying. That's Manankala, he decided that he's going to go heaving. He went for beautiful 6 over long on, then he swept for the single. So Virgil, you were not late for anything today, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we gave you an extra hour. I gave you an extra hour to do and to get wherever you had to go early. So I could imagine that you were not late. Here it is, the non-striker almost falling prey to Himanshu, who got to run out. Again, he was the non-striker backing up once again on strike, but they're not in a hurry. Virgil, they just need 116 for the victory.
And how much over is there to go?
The overs, oops. Lose my feet over here. Well, the batsman is bunting this one as in baseball. Last night the game we want to say congratulations to the LA Dodgers there for winning over the Toronto last night. So it's 46 for 4. We're into over 46 for 4. This one is flighted, he's driving, but can't beat the busy point fielder. Send the throw in, and that's the end of that over. It's 46. 46 for 4. Yeah, I need the overs.
In the meantime, I'd like to say happy belated Independence Day to all the Antiguans.
Yes, yesterday they celebrated 44 years of independence, Roger. 44, they're climbing. Still in the infancy though. 44 is just, but nonetheless.
Yeah, but that means I'm getting real older, man.
Oh, you took that to mind that you're getting old, Virgil. All right, then, okay. I thought you had to go and find your birth certificate to realize.
I'm still searching for it.
Oh, you're still searching. Okay, you're still searching. Okay. So we're going to have a further 2 matches. You can say good afternoon to the cricketing fraternity. Virgil, you're part of the Cricket Show USA. I'm sure they're listening up and we'd love to hear your voice.
Good afternoon to all the members of the cricket shows and all the audience. Just want to say 007 is in the house in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. Alright, bro, what's the name of the 2 teams that's playing right now?
Batting is MegaBlasters. They're trying to get to 116 for the victory. And Palm Beach Gladiators.
Okay.
So they won the toss this morning. So let's remind the folk, Gladiator won the toss this morning. Decided they're going to bat first. They worked their way to 115 for 7. One time I didn't think they would make the 100, but I was asking that they make at least 120, give them 6 runs and over. It was not to be, but now they're making some inroads because Himanchu just got himself run out there when he was building a partnership with his partner.
And for the others, is this all local team?
Yes, the competition that goes on here. Oh, this is a lovely shot on the back foot. 3 men is chasing this ball. Let's see who will get there. The cover sweeper gets it. Relays it back to the long off fielder. Good cricket all around. So they're fighting to save every run. Like it said, they would have won the toss this morning, set a target, and now they're trying to defend it. So I can tell you, MegaBlasters is not going to be easy. Your captain is come and gone. He's driving pleasingly to the eye, but can't prevent the single. He saved some run because I got past him. He would have been in business. That's a good-looking shot. That's a good-looking shot.
Beautiful shot.
Yes, indeed. So let me just go ahead and say that Virgil, to get here on the big stage, you have to give them credit because 31 teams in this tournament.
Wow.
And the last 6 teams are standing. This one is, as a matter of fact, 10 teams are in the Division 3, which is this thing, and you had another 10 in Division 2. And the big boys, they have 11 teams there. So you can find that these 2 teams made it to the top. So you still have 8 teams beneath them. So that's a good thing. Where are you coming from? How is he is the question, and the umpire is a move, so it's a not out. No, that Masters playing next week. The Masters comes up on the 8th, I think.
Also, this is the local tour.
Yeah, this is the local South Florida Premier League. This is their competition, the final. They're on the big stage. This time the batsman is driving. He looks good. This batter, I guess he has to just take it all the way.
I didn't realize that.
No, not you.
I was doing the time. You don't get it like I was a little bit confused because I was the Masters stuff.
Yes, so the Masters comes up next week. It's going to be a good, nice tournament. I want to say a big hello to Jeff Miller Oh, this is a good looking shot, and he gets 4. We have seen some lovely shots in this inning so far, and the best of them is the off-driven shot so far. So 55, the 50 comes up. 55 for throw, the run rate is 4.58. No. Palm Beach batted already. So Palm Beach batted and they would have scored 115 for 7 from the 20 overs. They batted the 20 overs. So now the MegaBlasters, they're 3. I think they have another team. I know Anchor, the vice president.
I don't know anybody in the team.
I'm gonna let him talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Will you come? This game? No, give him.
We have got really good view here. Oh.
Well, good afternoon, Skip.
Thank you for having me here.
And you bowled beautifully when you bowled, and you were trying to get a partnership.
Yeah.
They are going. It was up to 10, and unfortunately, we got run out.
Yeah, I think sometime these things happen. As you said, the key over here at this moment was to build a partnership. I was trying to do that same thing with Teja. He's batting beautifully actually. So unfortunate that my bat got stuck there.
Yes, there's a lovely shot outside the off stump. There's runs here for him, but there's a fielder down there. Put the big size 12 boots on it and prevented the ball from going across the boundary rope.
That was beautifully cut there, and the fielder did really well. Putting his feet in there to stop what could have been a boundary. So saving 2 runs there.
Yes, indeed. Definitely safe too. Are you in a spot of bother, or are you just confident that you will overhaul this 116 that you require?
I feel so. I think I'm confident in the batting that we have. We have played really good cricket. Teja, Shradesh, we have some good hitters in Ajay coming along. So I am confident once we have this partnership going on, we should be able to chase it down.
All right, well, he looks good. You're calling him what, TJ?
Teja. His name is Teja. Tej Munakala.
Teja.
Yes.
Okay. So he looks the part. He looks good.
He looks pretty good actually.
Yes. When you left the park, you left instructions with him.
Yes.
And your incoming batter. You stopped him from going in. You left instructions. What did you say to them? I just need to know a little.
It's a top secret.
I will try to get into the dugout here.
It's nothing hidden. I think we all have played really good cricket over the years. So only thing that I told them was build the partnership. We lost quick wickets in matter of few overs. So right now what matters is to build a partnership.
Yes, you lost the first wicket at 28, then 29. You lost 2 weeks on 29.
Right.
So it's like you were trying to build. When you got in there with him, you got a partnership of 10 with him, because when you left it was 39 before.
Yes.
And now they worked their way up to 58. So this partnership is building. So they're following the instructions.
Yeah, I think the conditions over there are pretty good to bat on. One odd ball stays low, but other than that, ball is coming nicely onto bat. It's a good wicket to bat on.
Alright, but I'm gonna take you back now, because you took 2 lovely catches that came right out of the coach's manual into that bucket and in the pool fashion. This one is playing with easy hands, soft hands, and that guy is, and he's given. He was just taking his time and coming on down. They've got to run. And umpire Nazir Charlie raised the dreaded finger. Another one out. Just when the partnership was building. Just when it's building.
Thank you.
Okay. And he's left the arena. He's gone to give his team some instructions. And he was just strolling in the park. You've got to run. You've got to get in there. You've got to get in there. My word, I'm telling you. You've got to get in there. You've got to get in there. No. Okay, well, skipper, having given these instructions, he's back with us because I want to talk about his lovely catching, as I was saying there, because people think that catches doesn't matter, but catches win matches. But there was a third that, from my advantage point, I thought that you should have had it. Did the fielder call you off and you allowed him to just?
Yeah, I think, as you said, I think catches definitely matter. I have seen in this tournament also some close games that we lost was primarily because of dropped catches. So definitely today I think we did really well. A couple of them coming to me straight, simple copybook style. I take pride in catches, so I do practice those. But the third one, as you said, I think it was right in between kind of, me and Sharia, and I saw him run, take initial steps, so I thought he's going to make it. But yeah, as you said, I think I could have made it as well.
Yes, well, it happens. But with your bowling though, you bowled 4 overs for 7 runs.
Yeah.
1 wicket.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it because I was just over there. I was not looking at the stats. My idea was to bowl good line length with wicket to wicket. This wicket is like that. No room to the batters, and once you squeeze in there, you build that pressure. So that was my goal.
Well, you did well for yourself. Oh, here's a wide. Now I'm gonna get into the wides now because they made 115. I don't know if you're aware of it. You gave up 15 extras.
That's right. Yes, and I would say it's not easy to come off and bowl in these kind of conditions. You have to get acclimatized to the conditions. So I would say that could have been the reason for us to bowl probably 15 or maybe 10 of those wides and few of those leg byes.
Oh, this one is in the air.
That's an excellent shot.
Yeah, but it's in the air. He has a height, but not the distance. 2 men down there. Will he take the catch? Yes, he does.
All right, I'm going to take a leave, and thank you for having me here.
Okay, that's the skipper Imantu there, just spending a little time with us here. But you're always welcome. Thank you. Okay, so Palm Beach, having won the toss this morning, decided to bat, made 115 for 7, and now they're defending it vigorously and deciding that they are not going to give up. The catching has been excellent. The extras has worked their way into the scorer's book though, some 10 of them. So they got 15 when MegaBlasters bowled at them, but so far they've got to be mindful of not giving back those 15. So now TJ, he has got to take matters in his own hands now because you're looking at batters come and go. A partnership was building here between these two here, took the score up to 60. 60 for 6. Remember when the Palm Beach Gladiators batted, they just lost 7 wickets for their 115. So wickets 13 so far in this match. Remember, you can get 20 wickets because it's a game where you can win by taking wickets as well as by scoring 1 run more than your opponent. But so far, the bowlers here for the Palm Beach Gladiators and the fielders are holding strain. They're really trying to keep MegaBlasters in a vice grip. They have them wondering. But in the meantime, the scorecard, it's not a healthy looking scorecard by any means and any stretch of the imagination, but we have Manakala, TJ, as he called him, he is doing the heavy lifting. He is a 19, the only person to get. Why did I hit that again? I'm gonna keep hitting something there. Yeah, my hand hit one of those. This is a shot in the air, undropped at least, finally. And that's the batter that they need to get. He goes on to 20. That's who you need to get, I'm telling you. And he's saying, why are you going aerial? You still have overs to go. This is the 14th over, so overs is not a bother. So he should be stroking it along the ground. I mean, MegaBlasters, I guess you want to be the hero. Yes, you have the top scorer, the only person in double figures alongside the extras. But it doesn't mean you have to give it away. You have to keep doing the heavy lifting for your team. But the first wicket went with a beautiful caught at point shoestring. This time he turned it into the onside for a single. Bowler feeds to his own bowling, trying to avert the run out. But TJ is a bit too swift, and he seems like the experienced batter. We're seeing the other teams are coming in to start their match, which will be the second of the day. We're going to have all of 3 matches today, so be mindful we're going to be under lights. This time he's tugging this one in the onside, and he's turned down the single because I think he's farming the strike. I guess he is telling himself. We have quite a bit of overs in this. I beg your pardon. We have quite a bit of delivers left in this over. So he just didn't want to chance it. So he's going to take matters into his own hand. Oh, hit this one in the air. Look at this. It's in the air. Man settles on it. Will he take the catch? He takes the catch this time. Wicket number 7 goes. He turned down the single and then went aerial. Why did you do that? Naughty, naughty, naughty. He's upset with himself. You can see how he's walking off. You do not have to go aerial. A 6 was not necessary. You turned down the single just to go high and hard, but you did not go handsome. You went high, you went hard, and now you've got to make your way back for some 20 runs. So Himanshu was in the come back with us. He told us they're confident of getting this, but he is mad. He's mad at himself. Look at that. He dropped his bat. The handle goes into the ground, and he's mad at himself, throwing away maybe a championship. I think that's what he's saying. He's so mad at himself that his bat failed him. No. You failed the bat, or you failed your team, you failed yourself. Give up a single. That was just on the 3rd delivery. The 4th delivery, you want to go high and hard. I think you had a lapse there in concentration. I thought he was farming the strike. The first delivery in the over. I'm not going to take the single because a new batter is in, but it was not to be. 62 for 7. Palm Beach was trying to walk off the field with an extra ball to bowl. I did say maybe they thought they had enough because he was walking off before umpire called time, and he stayed on for that extra run. So let's see if that extra run is going to really mean something. 67 it is for 7. So we have 2 relatively new batters at the crease. So Palm Beach is on a high. On the back foot, punching to point, and there's a quick single. That guy is quick. Not quick enough to prevent the single. $63 for 7. Remember Palm Beach Gladiators, they got to 115 for 7. Now they know that they have to bowl this team out. Oh, he's cutting lovely, but just for the one because cover sweeper gets in the way. And rifles in the throw. Palm Beach seem as if they're hungry. They're on the hunt. They're like tigers. sharp fielding, good catching. We saw one spilled 2 overs ago, but the catching overall has been good, and these are the catches that are winning you matches. Catches do win you matches. That is the truth. We go up and saying catches save matches. No, we've gone past that. Well, I want to say a big up to Roger Tracy and his Vice President Ankor Kapoor. And I have to say congratulations to Ankor. He's just been newly elected as the Vice President. And Mr. Cricket himself, Mr. Administrator, former President of this league, Mr. Shalish Sharma, you want to say good afternoon to you. And the man that holds the money bag, the treasurer, Vasu Muli, he holds the money bag. That's the guy you have to stay close to. And we have an assistant secretary, Miss Althea. We want to say good afternoon to you, Althea Parchment. And this time the batters just get a single. So they're going to need much more than that, because the wickets is what Palm Beach are after. So the Gladiators, I was saying, are they glad? Are they glad? Yes, they are glad, because they're in a spot where they can really grab a hold of this inning, grab a hold of the match, and lift that coveted trophy. This one is flighted and he's tugging this one into the onside, playing with the bottom portion of the bat, and can't score. Again, now dots are like gold dust right about now. Like I said, Gladiators, they have MegaBlasters. They're not blasting it. Oh, this one is a top edge, but he's going to drop in no man's land safely. Could have done better with that. But this lower order batting, you never know. They must have said the top order batsmen, they came and left. So whatever you get from me, you take. Cricket does not work like that, pal. Everybody bats, everybody doesn't have to bowl. So this is your turn at bat. You have to bring it home for your team. Forget about who's gone before you. Forget that. All right, down the leg side, he wrapped him on the pad. And the wicket keeper is asking why not, why not? But umpire Vincent Brown says no, it might have been going down the leg side. The batsman was trying to work it into the onside, wrapped in the pad. But they've been appealing from the very first over, which they have all rights to do. Excessive appeal that's where the umpire comes in and says no, no. I heard you the first time. I may have heard you the second time if you think I didn't hear the first one. So no need. Then the batsman is playing outside the off stump and missing, taken by the wicket keeper. One legal delivery left. So sure we'll see some of these administrators around the park a little later. This time a single as the over comes to an end. And it goes on to Mr. Tucker, Elton Tucker's favorite number, 6-9. I'll just leave it at that. That's when he commentates, he said the score is 6-9 for 7. But I'm accustomed to hearing the commentators say 69. But he said the score is, most times he said the score is 68 plus 1. Mr. Tucker, I hope you're okay. I'm going to have a little chit chat with David here. He had to tell us what's happening in Jamaica, and he'll let you know if everything is well as far as his family are concerned. So David, we're going to ask you a question. The folks want to hear a thing or two about what's happening. Good afternoon, Mr. Maitland, the busy man, the all-arounder here, the guy that gets everything behind the scenes that you don't see. You hear my voice, think that I did all this work, but David didn't want to put everything you see, cameras, mics and everything in there. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, Ivor.
Yeah, well, I have to put you on the spot and I'm going to sympathize with you. Whether you would have lost your big house down there in Jamaica, I know you have the one in Montego Bay and the 4-story in Kingston, but my real concern is damages or any hurt to persons first.
Yeah, I will say yes. But first of all, let me say good afternoon or good day to the listeners, wherever they are in the world. And as always, greet the ladies them first. They are the persons who make the world run, and without them, we are totally lost. So I'm gonna say good afternoon or good day to the ladies. To the gentlemen, also good afternoon. Yeah, but we did suffer damages. I don't know. But my brother, I have a brother down there who's a police officer, and he injured himself just before the storm. I think on Monday he was prepping for the storm and fell off a ladder and injured himself, ended up in the hospital.
Ooh, no broken bones or anything?
No, but he's been, I've been checking on him, and they're telling me that they literally have to take him back every day because he saw they're still bleeding from the injury he got.
Internal bleeding?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, outside.
Yeah. So, that's what I did with friends. I was just checking on some family members, and they're telling me that they have no cell service where they are. Friends, I have some friends I haven't heard from, family I haven't heard from. That's down in that region. But people in Kingston and around, I'm getting some word from them of what's going on. So that's basically what's happening there. I'm monitoring the news just like you, Ivan. I'm getting my information from there. As I said, the relatives in the Clarendon area, the Kingston area, they didn't suffer much damage. But say for instance in St. Elizabeth, where burial had hit last year, those people haven't recovered from that. And then this other storm here hit, and it's a twofer. So this time it was even worse. It was like, total devastation there.
Oh, well, our hearts goes out to the Jamaican. This one is down the leg side. It's going to be a wide again. Extras have really made their way into the scores book. Now it's gone to 11. Take the total on to 72 for 7. Remember, the target score is 116. And early in the day, the Palm Beach Gladiators won the toss. They batted first, made 115 for their 7, and now they're really trying to defend that. This one is in the air, but over the point fielder, and there's the extra cover fielder on the boundary, comes in and sends a one-bounce throw back to the wicketkeeper. So David, again, I'm happy that at least you have communication. They said some people don't have any communication, so your family has telephone contact with you?
Well, my brother in the southwest area.
This one is in the air. The man settles on it, takes the catch. Wicket number 8 goes there, dropping like flies. Palm Beach Gladiators, having made 115, they decide that they are going to hold the reins, and they're feeling well, they're catching well. They spilled one, but they've taken all of the others. And then we had a run out of the skipper, and the tide has turned ever since then. So your brother?
Yeah, my brother has some sort of cell service. Actually, we basically communicate via WhatsApp, voice note, or text. My son, his mom is down in St. Elizabeth, and I had some call from her, and I also have voice note and text message to her in places like I know
piece of stumping. You have got to leave your foot, at least one of them, home. Both were outside of the popping crease, and umpire Nazir Charlie raised that dreaded finger. They are dropping like flies. Number 9 goes, and the score is 73 for 9. I thought that they would have had enough when the batter wanted to walk off with one delivery left. I did say that. But David, just before this inning closed, I'm happy that at least no life lost as far as you're concerned. Those you're not hearing from as well. But like I indicated first now, tell us about the mansion now, the property that you have down there. Are they still standing?
Well, I don't know about mansion. I don't think I have a pigeon coop down there, so unfortunately I don't. So the mansions, you may be getting the wrong information. You got to don't listen to Fox News, but listen to MSNBC. Because you're getting bad news there.
Based on what you're saying, it may have been a little distorted.
But also, I would just say, I must give the ground staff, kudos. The field is not looking immaculate as if, like when we had the MNC here, but the weather and it's in pretty good shape. So I must say thanks to the ground staff for getting this field here ready for these 3 finals that will be played here: Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3. Also, big up to South Florida Premier League, South Florida Cricket Premier League for they're putting on the show and getting the park. I heard you earlier said playing inside the stadium here is should be a dream, and all finals should be playing in here.
Yes, I big them up for that too, and I have to say Roger Tracy, the president, of course, marshalling troops. 31 teams is not easy. It reminds me of the days back when we were administrators. We're talking about 40-odd teams, but we had just 2 divisions, but they have 3 divisions. And one of the good things is that we were divided with too many leagues here, too many leagues there. So I'm happy that the leagues come together, because I've umpired a couple matches here, and it used to bother me that you're going on the field to play cricket and you're going on to field with 7 men, 8 men, because you declare 11 men, but 2 of the men go on to play in another league over there. So you win the toss and say, well, I'm going to field first with 7, and when they finish over there, they'll come over. And if the team ball out first, then they bat number 7, or if they come in time and field 2 ball, they would field. That's what was happening. So this was a good decision that he cut out all this thing. These guys were mercenaries, playing in that league for money over there, and then come over here playing this league for money. And to me, that all that is cut out now.
Yes, I will say that, we not only that we won league, but I was wishing, and I'm very disappointed with the turnout of spectator here, for you having some 31 teams playing in the league, and the spectator turnout is very, very poor. The other clubs do not support. When you have a final, you should be wishing that your team or your
this
club...
one's in the air. Let's see. A man gets on the wind. He takes the catch. And that's it. Game, set, match. David, 73, that's all they can muster. They did not move a muscle. I said they would have had too many. 115. When they were 114, the batter was walking off with 1 delivery left. I said, he's satisfied with 114. The umpire had to call him back, said, there's a legal delivery left. And they came and they hustled through for a run that he banged into his leg, the batter, and he was down for the count. So we have to say congratulations to the Palm Beach Gladiators. Having won the toss this morning, decided they would take the first knock, scored, in my mind, a paltry 115 for 7. But who am I to judge? They know that they have good catchers. I don't know if they would have played baseball. I don't know if they would catch dog. David, if you have any dogs on the loose, you can call these guys. They're good catchers.
I would say so either, but I would like this young lady coming here with her sign. It is so hilarious what she had written on that sign. I will not marry until I'm hoping we could capture her sign.
Yeah. Well, David is gonna get this sign, gonna turn it to us. Wait. I don't know how far I can go. No, but see how far I can go. Well, folks, game, set, match. I have to say, this. Huh? David is gonna see if he can get a lady with a sign down here. We're gonna see what it is.
Ivor, you hear me? Am I coming through there?
Yeah, stay right here. Yeah. Loud and clear. So,
can I have a word with you, please? And your sign, if you don't mind. Hold on. Can you hold up your sign to these guys? Come on.
I will not marry until
Paul, are you seeing this?
Meme VIA wins.
I thought it was so funny that having the sign. Why do you bring the sign here today? Are you looking?
Oh, my brother's 9, and I'm just like, if he wins, I'll get married.
I think we're losing you, David.
Thank you very much for being a good one. I'm a good one.
Well. She wants to marry, but she's putting a price on her marriage. So let's see if her team will win today. We have to see who she's supporting. Which team is she supporting, David?
I think the winning team.
Okay. Let me change them battery there. Maybe I feel like them battery they going a little.